Hello everyone. In this video, I want we discuss another pawn race position. Remember we said that a pawn race is when both of the sides have a passed pawn and both are trying to promote. And usually the one who's promoting first has advantage, okay, or the one who's promoting with a check has the advantage because they will have an extra move where they can try to capture the opponent's queen or the opponent try to checkmate the opponent. So let's see. Here, if we just push the pawns on both sides, white pushing the pawn, black's pushing the pawn, white's promoting, and black's also promoting. What's gonna happen in this position? Now, usually a king and a queen against a king and a queen, it's a draw. But unless we can do something here, can we perhaps set up for a skewer to win the black queen? Because the black king is on the A file. The black queen is on the B file. Perhaps with a check we can move the black king to the B file and then skewer and win the black queen. But let's try. If I do that, if I check from the A8 square, if the black king moves to B5 or B4, it is gonna work. I will be able to skewer, but of course black is gonna try to defend the black queen, and black is moving to B3, and after the second check, black simply defends the queen and we won't be able to win the black queen. This game is going to be a draw. Now, if we go back, if we had a similar position, but the black king was just maybe on A5 or A6, that plan was going to work. We were going to be able to set up for a skewer and win the black queen. But here we can't. Now, how else can we try to win this if we promoted first? We can try also to checkmate the opponent's king. But that's only possible in some cases where the opponent's king is on the edge of the chessboard and our king is close enough for us to be able to checkmate our opponent. But in this position, our king is not close. Our king is three files away, from the opponent's king, and it's not gonna be possible for us to checkmate as well. So we can say that if we just push the pawns in this position and promote, the game is just going to end in a draw because we won't be able to either with the queen or checkmate. So what else can we do? We can make a difference with our king perhaps here. If we see that just pushing the pawn is not doing anything, we can try to change the position with our king. The king becomes, we said, a very important and the most important piece in an endgame, and we should use it efficiently. So here, for example, what can I do with my king? With my king, I can try to stop the black pawn from promoting. Now, the black pawn cannot go forward. So to go forward, black should defend it. And anyways, any other move with black, the pawn is being lost. So that's the only move that black can play actually here. And how about now? What if I push my pawn now? What did I just do when I moved my king to c3? What I did was, okay, by attacking the pawn and not allowing it to go forward, okay, I was able to move my king closer to the opponent's king. And what did we say about that? That's going to give us some advantage. If now we just promote the queens, I have now a chance to checkmate. I know for sure because now my king is closer to the opponent's king and the opponent's king is on the edge of the chessboard. I know this change is going to be good for me. I was able, by gaining time, attacking the pawn, not allowing the pawn to push forward, I was able to get my king closer. And now if we just push the pawns forward and white promotes here and then black promotes next, now white will be able to checkmate because our king is close enough and the opponent's king is on the edge, on one of the edges of the chessboard, and here we can simply go and checkmate. Now, if we go back, of course there were other ways also white could use to win here. Let's see. And I also want to say that here promoting with a check with a knight does not do much. It's just one check because okay, after that black needs to play an endgame with a knight versus a queen. Of course the queen is much more powerful and is gonna win this. So going back, there was also other ways for white to win this. Let's say even instead of promoting, we could have just moved the king to c2 again, and okay, black cannot push the pawn to promote. Instead, black should move king to a2 so that they push the pawn and promote next. Otherwise, any other move, we could have won the pawn. And now again, if we simply push the pawn and promote, it's gonna be with a check, which means that white is gonna be able to win this game. And what will black play here? If black moves to a1, we can just checkmate. The game is gonna finish very fast. And if the black king moves to a3, we can again simply checkmate from b3 and again win very fast. So let's go going back. What we can do in pawn races then is this. We can try to see if we're just pushing our pawn and our opponent is pushing the pawn. Are we winning after promoting first? Are we promoting first and are we winning after promoting first? And if not, can our king make any difference in the position? Can our king maybe gain time? Can our king try to stop the opponent's black pawn? Can our king get closer to the black king and maybe checkmate, which is what happened in this position.